Welcome to our studios here in Washington. I'm Mike Walter. Overcoming global economic and political hurdles together. That's part of the discussions between Chinese President Xi Jinping and Russian President Vladimir Putin. Xi is in Russia for the BRICS and Shanghai Cooperation Organization summits. He met with Putin as Russia struggles with a crippled economy due to economic sanctions over Ukraine. CCTV's Francis Coe reports.
Ahead of a BRICS summit with the emerging economies of Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, Russian President Vladimir Putin met with Chinese President Xi Jinping. Moscow is searching for investors to help its economy hit by Western sanctions over the Ukraine crisis. President Xi said China and Russia are strengthening consensus on several issues and making progress in some new areas. Putin agreed the two countries can cooperate more closely within the BRICS framework and the security bloc group called the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. Both countries also believe they can push member states to do the same.
We understand the difficulties we face economically and in international politics. But by combining our efforts, there is no doubt we will overcome all the problems we have, and we will solve them.
President Xi also met with Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. It's their fifth such meeting in a year. Both agreed to enhance partnerships under the BRICS framework and to work towards maintaining peace along the border. Besides politics, the BRICS summit is also a platform for boosting the world economy.
It is also a vital need of our societies to have universal access to basic services like electricity, energy, telecommunications, transportation, particularly urban transportation, water and sewage systems.
What may become the BRICS group's main vehicle for just those projects is the new development bank, already being called the BRICS Bank. With an initial $50 billion in capital, leaders hope this can reshape a Western-dominated financial system. There is debate over whether that may also lead to changes in global power as an alternative to Western institutions. Andrei Bokharev, the director of the International Financial Affairs Department of Russia's Ministry of Finance, says that new BRICS initiatives are simply responding to a market need.
We don't like to consider it as an alternative one, but probably as a complementary one.
For Russia, this summit, combined with a regional security meeting on Friday, is a chance to show it is not globally isolated amid worsening relations with the West. Francis Coe, CCTV, Washington.
For more on the BRICS summit, CCTV's Tom Barton joins us from the city of Ufa. Tom, what can you tell us about the leaders attending?
Well, we've heard a lot of self-congratulatory messages as the leaders have flown in to the central Russian city. One of the big headline events of the day, the launch of the new development bank, so being called the BRICS Bank. But underneath all of that, a lot of these economies still have significant problems. We see the stock market plunging in China. We see Russia's isolation from Western markets and its eagerness to try and find new partners in the BRICS. And none of the BRICS economies have escaped recent financial downturns as well. So beyond the development of this BRICS bank, the path for that bank has been very slow, and many of these countries are eager to try and use it as a way to help them out of economic hardship.
Tom, there is a world leader there who is not part of the BRICS. What can you tell us about the Iranian president's trip there?
Yes, Mr. Rouhani turning up as well. He is due to have talks with Russian President Vladimir Putin concerning nuclear talks around Iran's nuclear program being held with a P5+1 group. Those talks, a very long story behind those. It is hoped very much that there can be an agreement there, and Russia potentially key to those talks. It could either be the country that helps to convince the Iranian government to comply with what the West says is necessary conditions for a deal, or, as some fear, it could be the country that ruins all of those talks.
CCTV's Tom Barton live for us from Russia.